For centuries, the people of Japan have told incredible tales to explain the world around them. These stories are more than just old fables. They are a vibrant tapestry woven with gods, goddesses, mischievous spirits, and terrifying monsters. This is the world of Japanese mythology, a realm where the divine and the everyday are beautifully intertwined, and where every mountain, river, and ancient tree holds a secret waiting to be discovered. This is a universe filled with breathtaking creation and heart-stopping conflict. It's a place where deities fall in love, make terrible mistakes, and embark on epic quests, much like the humans who have worshipped them for generations. Our expedition won't stop with the gods. We will also venture into the shadowy corners of folklore to meet the incredible creatures that inhabit this world. We'll learn how to outsmart the water-loving kappa, a creature known for its love of cucumbers and wrestling. We'll soar through the forests with the tengu, proud bird-like protectors of the mountains, and we will face the fearsome oni, powerful demons who bring both chaos and, sometimes, unexpected fortune. Each of these beings has a story, a lesson, and a unique place in the rich cultural landscape of Japan. So, get ready. We are about to pull back the veil that separates our world from the world of myth. These stories are not just relics of the past. They are alive, breathing, and continue to influence Japanese culture today in art, festivals, and even video games.
Things you only talk about at the back of the cave.
In Japan, kami are everywhere. Spirits are forces found in nature, ancestors, and even people. They're not just gods, but the awe-inspiring essence in mountains, rivers, and storms. Shrines across Japan honor these countless kami, each with unique personalities, sometimes kind, sometimes fierce. Understanding kami unlocks the magic of Japanese mythology. Now, among those 8 million kami, some shine brighter than others, and none shine more brightly than Amaterasu Omikami, the glorious goddess of the sun. Her name means the great kami who shines from heaven, and that's exactly what she does. She is the ruler of the Takamagahara, the high celestial plane where the most important gods reside. Amaterasu is the source of all light, warmth, and life itself. Her gentle rays encourage the rice to grow, bringing nourishment and prosperity to the land. She is the very embodiment of order, purity, and all that is good. Amaterasu is considered the most important deity in the Shinto pantheon, but she isn't just a distant abstract power. The myths paint her as a character with deep emotions. She is a nurturing figure, a benevolent ruler who cares for the world. However, she also has a sensitive side. She values harmony and becomes deeply distressed by chaos and impurity. Her story is central to the identity of Japan itself, as she is believed to be the direct ancestress of the Japanese imperial family. This divine lineage established the emperor's authority for centuries, making Amaterasu not just a goddess of myth, but a pillar of the nation. One of the most famous stories about Amaterasu shows just how vital her presence is. After a terrible conflict with her wild brother, which we'll get to soon, a distraught Amaterasu hid herself away in a celestial rock cave. Without her, the world was plunged into total darkness and cold. Evil spirits crept out from the shadows, crops withered, and chaos reigned over both heaven and earth. The other gods were terrified. They tried everything to coax her out, but she refused. The world was on the brink of ruin, all because the light of the sun had vanished. This tale beautifully illustrates her immense power and importance. The universe simply cannot function without her. The desperate efforts of the other gods to bring her back, a story filled with cleverness, laughter, and even a bit of divine comedy, became one of the foundational myths of Shinto. Amaterasu is not just a sun goddess, she is the heart of the celestial court and the symbol of cosmic harmony. Her light is a constant reminder of the promise of a new day, of order restored, and of the life-giving power that sustains the world. If Amaterasu is the calm, orderly center of the cosmos, then her younger brother is its chaotic, unpredictable edge. Meet Susanoo no Mikoto, the powerful and tempestuous kami of storms and the sea. Where Amaterasu represents light and harmony, Susanoo embodies raw, untamed energy. He is a god of immense strength, with a temper as wild as a typhoon. His moods can shift like the weather, one moment bringing destructive gales and floods, and the next, demonstrating incredible courage and heroism. He is the force that shakes things up, the agent of change, both for good and for ill. Born from the nose of his father, the creator god Izanagi, Susanoo was initially given dominion over the seas, but he was not content. He wailed and raged, complaining that he wanted to see his mother in the underworld instead. His constant crying was so violent that it caused mountains to crumble and rivers to dry up. Exasperated, his father banished him. Before leaving, Susanoo went to say goodbye to his sister Amaterasu, but his visit was anything but peaceful. He went on a destructive rampage across the celestial plains, destroying her sacred rice fields and defiling her holy weaving hall. This outrageous behavior was what caused Amaterasu to hide in the rock cave, plunging the world into darkness. For his crimes, Susanoo was cast out of heaven and exiled to the land of Izumo in the human world. It is here, however, that his story takes a turn. Stripped of his divine status and forced to wander the earth, Susanoo begins a journey of redemption. He is no longer just a divine troublemaker, he becomes a reluctant hero. This part of his myth shows that even a destructive force can have the potential for greatness and that chaos can sometimes pave the way for a new order. His most celebrated heroic feat was his battle against a monstrous eight-headed, eight-tailed serpent, the Yamata no Orochi. This fearsome beast had been terrorizing a family, demanding to devour their daughters one by one. Susanoo, happening upon the weeping family, devised a clever plan. He tricked the monster into getting drunk on sake and then, while it slept, he slayed it with his sword. From one of the serpent's tails he discovered a legendary blade, the Kusanagi no Tsurugi, which would become one of Japan's 3 imperial regalia. Susanoo, the exile, became Susanoo, the hero, proving that he was more than just a god of storms. We've met the sun and the storm. Now, let's turn to the quiet mystery of the night sky. Tsukuyomi no Mikoto, ruler of the moon, is Amaterasu's brother, serene, distant, and enigmatic. Once, sun and moon ruled together, but after Tsukuyomi killed the food goddess Ukemochi, Amaterasu banished him. Now, day and night chase each other across the sky, forever apart. Before mountains or oceans, there was only a vast, silent chaos, like a swirling cosmic egg. Light elements rose, forming the heavens, heavy ones sank, becoming the earth. From this, the first gods emerged, formless, silent architects of creation. At last, a divine pair appeared, setting the stage for the world to truly begin. The last and most important of these early gods were the divine brother and sister, Izanagi no Mikoto and Izanami no Mikoto. Their names mean he who invites and she who invites. Unlike the formless gods who came before, they had distinct forms and vibrant personalities. The elder gods of the high celestial plane looked upon the formless drifting world below, and saw that it needed to be given shape and substance. They summoned Izanagi and Izanami, entrusting them with a monumental task. They were to descend from the heavens and solidify the land, to give it form and bring order to the chaos. To aid them in their quest, the elder gods gave them a special tool, the Ame no Nuboko, a celestial spear adorned with precious jewels. Izanagi and Izanami took the spear and made their way to the Ame no Ukihashi, the floating bridge of heaven, which connected the celestial realm to the world below. From this bridge, they peered down at the murky, swirling brine. They were like artists standing before a blank canvas, holding the brush that would paint the world into existence. Their mission was not just one of physical labor, but of sacred ritual, the first of its kind. Following the instructions of the elder gods, Izanagi and Izanami dipped the jeweled spear into the chaotic sea. They began to churn it, stirring the thick brine with the celestial weapon. They stirred, and as they did, the sound of the churning koro echoed through the void. When they felt that the mixture had thickened sufficiently, they lifted the spear out of the sea. From the tip of the spear, a drop of the salty brine fell back into the ocean below. This was no ordinary drop of water. It was imbued with the divine energy of their actions and the power of the celestial spear. Where that divine drop landed, it instantly coagulated and formed a solid piece of land. This was Onagoro, the first island, whose name means self-forming. It was a small, solid place in the middle of the endless, formless sea. Izanagi and Izanami descended from the floating bridge of heaven to this new island, their first foothold in the world they were destined to create. Here, on this tiny patch of land, they built a grand palace and erected a heavenly pillar, the Amano-Mihashira. Their great work of creation was about to begin in earnest. The world was about to be born from their union. On the island of Onagoro, Izanagi and Izanami performed a sacred ritual, circling a heavenly pillar to unite. Their first attempt failed, but after learning the proper order, they succeeded. From their union, the islands of Japan and the kami, gods of wind, trees, mountains, and rivers, were born, filling the world with life and spirit. The creation ended in tragedy. Izanami, giving birth to the fire god Kagutsuchi, was fatally burned. Her husband Izanagi, devastated, killed Kagutsuchi in rage, but vengeance brought no comfort. Unable to accept her death, Izanagi journeyed to Yomi, the land of the dead. There, he found only horror, his beloved transformed into a decaying spirit of the underworld. Izanagi fled in terror after seeing his wife, Izanami, transformed into a monstrous figure in the underworld. His act broke a sacred taboo, unleashing Izanami's wrath. He escaped by sealing the underworld with a massive boulder. Izanami cursed him. 1,000 lives would be taken each day. Izanagi vowed that 1,500 new lives would be born daily. Thus began the eternal cycle of life and death. In Japanese folklore, rivers and ponds are home to the kappa, a child-sized, turtle-like yokai with a bowl of water on its head. This water is its power. If spilled, the kappa is left weak. Outsmarted with a deep bow, the kappa will bow back, losing its water. Refill its bowl, and you may gain a loyal friend, or at least, a grateful one. And don't forget, kappa love cucumbers. Let's leave the rivers and climb high into the mist-shrouded mountains of Japan. Here, deep in the ancient forests and perched among the highest peaks, lives another iconic figure of Japanese folklore, the Tengu. These beings are often depicted as protectors of the mountains, powerful and proud creatures that demand respect. In early legends, they were imagined as bird-like beings with wings, claws, and a sharp beak. Over time, their image evolved, and they became more human-like, though still retaining their wings. The beak was often replaced with a comically long nose, which has become their most recognizable feature today. Tengu are masters of martial arts, especially swordsmanship. They are said to be unparalleled warriors, possessing supernatural skills that no human could ever hope to match. According to legend, some of the greatest samurai heroes in Japanese history learned their legendary fighting techniques from a Tengu. They are also powerful shapeshifters and skilled magicians, able to create illusions, speak without opening their mouths, and even teleport from one place to another. They are not simply monsters, they are highly intelligent, complex beings who see themselves as guardians of the natural order, and are often contemptuous of human arrogance and vanity. Despite their role as guardians, Tengu have a mischievous and sometimes malevolent side. They are known for their dislike of prideful or vain people, especially Buddhist monks who do not live up to their vows. They enjoy playing tricks on such individuals, leading them astray in the woods, starting mysterious fires, or otherwise humbling them for their arrogance. They are also known to abduct people, sometimes to teach them a lesson, and other times for more mysterious reasons. Children who wander into the mountains might be spirited away by a Tengu, only to return years later with no memory of what happened, or perhaps with strange new abilities. Interacting with a Tengu is a delicate matter. They are not inherently evil, but they have little patience for humanity's flaws. They embody the wild, untamable spirit of the mountains they protect. To approach them with arrogance is to invite disaster. To approach them with respect and humility, however, might lead to an opportunity to learn from their immense wisdom and power. The Tengu are a powerful symbol of the boundary between the human world and the wild, sacred spaces of nature, a reminder that some places, and some powers, must be treated with the utmost reverence. Now, we descend into the world of the Oni, Japan's iconic demons, towering, horned and wild-haired Oni wield iron clubs and embody chaos and terror. Born from wicked souls, they serve as brutal enforcers in Buddhist hells, but sometimes escape to wreak havoc among the living. Legends tell of Oni, descending from mountains, spreading disaster, and being nearly unstoppable. Hence the saying, Oni ni kanabo, an Oni with a club. Yet, not all Oni remain evil. Some are subdued and become protectors, their fierce faces even used to ward off bad luck on rooftops. The Oni endures as a symbol of overwhelming power, fear, and rarely, redemption. Next we enter the realm of the Kitsune, the magical fox spirits. Kitsune grow wiser and more powerful with age, gaining up to 9 tails and the ability to shapeshift, often into beautiful women. Masters of illusion, they play tricks, create ghostly foxfire, and blur the line between reality and fantasy. Some Kitsune form deep, tragic bonds with humans, but their true nature is always eventually revealed. There are mischievous field foxes and benevolent celestial foxes, the latter serving as messengers for the rice god Inari. Kitsune embody duality trickster, lover, and sacred guardian all in one. Now, we meet the Yurei, restless spirits driven by powerful emotions. Created by sudden or tragic deaths, Yurei are trapped between worlds, haunting those who wronged them. Their appearance, white burial kimono, long black hair, floating form, is iconic and chilling. Yurei seek vengeance or closure, tormenting their targets with psychological horror until their anguish is resolved. Only by addressing their unfinished business or performing rituals can their souls find peace. Yurei stories warn of the lasting consequences of injustice and betrayal. Japanese myths live on through vibrant festivals, or matsuri, that connect people to the divine. The Gion Matsuri in Kyoto, born from a plea to the storm god Susanoo, and Setsubun's bean throwing to drive out Oni, are living rituals. These events transform myth into action, letting communities reenact ancient stories and invite blessings. Carrying a Mikoshi shrine or watching Kagura dance brings the kami into the present. Festivals are not just celebrations, they're the heartbeat of mythology, linking past and present. Through these traditions, myth becomes a shared, living experience. Myth shapes Japan's landscape and identity, from thousands of Shinto shrines to the imperial family's divine lineage. Shrines are homes for kami, places where people seek blessings and connect with the sacred. The Ise Grand Shrine, rebuilt every 20 years, honors Amaterasu, the sun goddess and imperial ancestor. The emperor's authority was rooted in descent from Amaterasu, blending politics and divinity. The 3 imperial regalia, sword, mirror, jewel, are symbols of this mythic heritage. Japan's national identity is deeply entwined with its ancient myths. Japanese mythology thrives in art, theater, and especially pop culture. Ukiyo-e prints, no and kabuki plays, and modern manga and anime all draw from these ancient stories. Kitsune, Oni, and Kami appear in everything from Pokemon to Naruto, introducing myth to new generations worldwide. Video games let players summon gods and battle yokai, keeping legends alive in new forms. These stories are constantly reimagined, proving their timeless appeal. Japanese myth is not just preserved, it's transformed and shared, inspiring creativity across the globe. In Japan, myth quietly shapes daily life, from bowing at shrines to the Shimenawa ropes marking sacred trees. Proverbs, superstitions, and rituals like jichinsai all echo ancient beliefs. The world feels layered with meaning, where a rustling forest or a sudden chill might hint at spirits, infusing the ordinary with the extraordinary. Japanese mythology is a living tapestry, woven from gods, monsters, and magic, shaping Japan's spirit even today. Its echoes are found in festivals, shrines, and stories passed through generations. The realm of myth is all around us, waiting for those willing to look, to wonder, and to explore.